Well, welcome, Life West community. It's Dr. Ron Oberstein with another Life West podcast. And today I have a very special person with us. I've known her before I even came to the college. I've known her. She works in student life. She's in charge of student housing and employment. She's a student housing and employment manager, and she also manages student life. So I want to welcome to our podcast, Loretta Saunders. Hi, Loretta.
Hey, Dr. Oberstein.
Great to see you.
You too.
They're only hearing us, but we can see each other, which is really cool.
Okay.
So Loretta's been with us, 10 years now?
Yes.
10 years now, and she does just an amazing job with what she does. And just share with our audience, so they have an idea of what you do. So if they need your services or come and want to see you.
So what I do is I help students with their housing needs. I refer them to different properties or property owners that may be posting a job with the college. A housing opportunity with the college, as well as students that may have rooms available in the property that they're occupying. So I get that posted for the students. I get the information out to them.
Good.
And help them in the process.
So if I'm a student, and I have one of my roommates is graduating. There's 5 of us in the house. One's graduating. Come see you. You'll help fill it with the first quarter or second quarter or even fifth quarter, whatever, right?
Well, whoever's looking.
Yeah.
So I get it posted for that student. So, and a lot of times it's more of the incoming class.
Yeah. That
I am helping the most, because those are the ones that are moving in from different areas and whatnot. So, so I get those posted. I also give them ideas on how to find or to create a Chiro house, things like that.
Yeah. Loretta, it's interesting because I've always wondered, with our incoming students, I haven't found a homeless one yet, that I had to take in. But it's like they always find the housing, and you're right. They have to go through someone, so they go through you. Isn't there like a Life West? Those the students have a big page and whatever at different areas.
Yes, they do. They have a housing page. I also have a housing page, and they'll sometimes not always post through with me. So it may not be on the Life West website, but we refer them to Chiro Trade. Yeah, where a lot of students will post, and they also post on the housing. Yeah,
and it'd be good to do them on both, right? So yes. Any students out there, don't just put it on Chiro Trade. Also, go to Student Life and have Loretta post it on the Life West site, because incoming students or transfer students or people can be able to see it. So,
yes.
So awesome stuff. So let me ask you a question. Now, of course, then there's employment. That's part of what you do, and that's student employment. So that's with work study, things like that.
That's correct. Yes. So with the work study, if the student has done their FAFSA, I always say it wrong. Yeah. They would have chosen Federal Work Study Award. And from there, the jobs are posted so that a student that has that award can apply for the Federal Work Study positions that are open here on campus. For the students that don't qualify for the Federal Work Study program, whether it be that they're international or that they just don't qualify, as far as their finances go, they may exceed what the qualifications are. Those students can apply for the IWS positions, which is institutional work study. Mm-hmm. So those jobs are posted on the Life West website. They're also posted in Sit Square, on the jobs bulletin board, and we've been putting that information in The Voice. We want to make sure that it's in all these places so that the students are aware of what's available.
Great. And they can always reach out to you, right?
Yes, they can.
Yep. That's awesome. Loretta, tell us about yourself. Tell us who's Loretta?
Loretta's about to hit 60. Yes.
I love it, man. 60.
Yes.
60 is like the it's the new 45. It is.
Yes. I'm just blessed to see another year. Loretta, I'm a grandmother. I have 3 daughters. My husband has 4 kids. So between us, we have 7 kids.
Wow.
15 grandkids, and we now have 2 great-grandkids.
Oh, congratulations.
So we just had a new addition on January 21st.
Congratulations. That's so beautiful. I'm just stepping into the grandparenthood these days. And, I don't even want to leave it. It's like a great-grandparent. That's really cool. I mean, I can't wait till I get there, but it's like I'm so involved and reveled inside this stuff of the grandparent thing, with 3 grandkids. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine how much better it can get. And I know there's music in your family, right?
Yes, there is. My husband is a jazz musician. He plays the bass. He's been playing for at least 50 years. Yeah. He played with his dad, who played with Jerry Garcia. They did the Rainforest Band and whatnot. So he's met a lot of entertainers. He loves what he does. He's good.
Well, he does studio work, doesn't he? Is he down in LA doing studio work with all these great musicians and stuff like that?
Yeah, and we have our studio at our home. So he's a busy man.
Yeah.
And he's had his last CD was fell in 1 and 2 on the Billboard charts. So he's been doing really good.
That's great. That is great. And then how about, and then I know your kids, you have 3 daughters. I'm sorry, 3 kids. I have 3 daughters?
I have 3 daughters. Yes.
Good. Hey, we're in that club, huh?
Yeah.
We are in that club of 3 daughters. And one of your daughters.
Yes. She works in the health center.
Yes.
She's a CA in the health center.
Yeah. She's amazing. I walk out and I can easily look at her and just say, good night, Loretta. It's like I have to stop myself. You guys look so similar. It's just so crazy. People must tell you that all the time.
All the time. But she's a comedian at times. She can keep you laughing.
Aren't they all? And then share with us, like, what's a typical Saturday like for you? Non-COVID, let's get away from this COVID stuff. Yeah. So what would it be like? So
when my husband was out, doing gigs, we would be able to, I'd go with him, but my oldest daughter works in retail. She's a manager at one of the stores out in the Antioch area, and she has to work and close the store every weekend. So I babysit every weekend.
Oh,
pick them up on Friday night and they go home Sunday night. So that's what I do. And then the other ones, if they choose to come over and spend the weekend, then I let them. They range from 4 years old to 15 years old.
Oh man!
So I usually have 2 to 4 every weekend. So
that's great. I mean, for people who aren't grandparents, they have no idea that. Oh my God, you have to do. No, we want to do that. It's just to have them, It's so wonderful. So congrats on all of that. And I do want to thank you. I want to let our audience know that, I want to say it was maybe April when I was here. I started my presidency in July, and then April we did my investiture, which is like the pomp and circumstance thing that they do.
Right.
And then we moseyed over to the Rotunda building the Rotunda over here in Hayward.
Yes.
Yeah. And your husband, Wade, he did the music that night.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
He loved it. He loved every bit of it.
So tell him thank you. And Loretta, thank you for, all you do for our students and the energy you bring to the campus and the love that you have in your heart that you share with every single person who you meet, and for anybody who hasn't had an opportunity to meet Loretta Saunders, please go into student life and you'll see her there. And she is you'll know what I'm talking about. She's a beacon of love. So make sure you stop in, even if you're not looking for a job, you're not looking for housing, just introduce yourself. And Loretta gets to know most people anyways in student life, but make sure you go in and introduce yourself. And thank you for being with us today.
I thank you.
So remember, I have one question that I ask if you've heard my podcast, right? Simple question, right? Out of the ethos of our college, give, do, love, and serve, lasting purpose. Out of those 4 words, Loretta, which word resonates with you right now at this moment and why?
Serve. I say serve because, for one, that's just as a human being, we should always be wanting to serve others. And then being here on the college to help the students as they maneuver their way around the campus, as they maneuver their way and get acclimated with the college and with the Hayward area. I think to offer your services is a vital part of I think my job and me as a person. So
yeah, beautiful. Well, and you are a servant. I mean, the minute I met you, I knew that, right? I'm a servant also, so I think, servants know servants, right?
Sure.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you, Loretta. We do appreciate you, and I want to thank all of our listeners for plugging in today and listening to our Life West podcast. We'll be back at you again next week with a different person and a different personality, and just so you get to meet everybody around the Life West campus and kind of know what people are about and what touches them in their heart. So thank you for being with us. And until next week, I will bid you a very wonderful week. And thanks, Loretta.
Thank you. Bye-bye.